If you have a thought that's obviously logically flawed in some way, but it benefits you in other ways, is it still logical to hold that thought? There's a lot of research that definitely suggests that holding certain biases can give you certain advantages. The sunk cost fallacy is a good example. Basically what the sunk cost fallacy is after you commit to doing something, probably at a price, you feel weirdly obligated to continue to do that thing, even if doing that has no actual benefits. In fact, even if it does more harm than good. A president might continue a war because if we stop now, all the lives that have already been lost will have been lost for no reason. But in reality, continuing the war won't change whether those lives were lost for a reason. It'll probably just cost more. However, there are times where you might not feel motivated to do something that's rational unless you also have the motivation from the sunk cost fallacy. If I buy a really expensive gym membership, I'll probably feel obligated to use it because of the sunk cost fallacy. If holding this fallacy makes a difference between going to the gym and being healthy and not, is it rational to hold this fallacy? Similarly, a lot of self-serving biases can help you with a lot of things. People have a tendency to take credit for all of their successes and blame external factors for all their failures. Even though this is obviously not really how things operate, people who hold this bias tend to be more successful in a lot of ways. And in general, believing that you're a little better at things than you really are has a lot of benefit. Swimmers who were told that their most recent lap was much faster than it actually was would actually improve at a faster rate than those who were told that their lap time was slower than it actually was. Which is actually kind of counterintuitive, because you'd think that the people who were told that they did a bad job would be motivated to do things better the next time. But it turns out that people don't swim well when they're sad, or do anything well. And being told you're good makes you happy. And thinking you're good makes you happy. In general, although Bertrand Russell may disagree, well, unless your goal is to believe exactly what is true, chances are the beliefs that will most likely help you achieve your goals will not be exactly what is true. That would just be a massive coincidence. So is it rational to hold these self-serving biases if they make you better at things? But is it okay to, instead of assessing whether something's probably true or not, assess whether it's beneficial to us? I personally find it acceptable when people hold biases knowingly, as long as they're self-aware. Those people don't really bother me. I think the self-awareness kind of negates the downside of biases to a large extent. If somebody finds something that motivates them to go to the gym, then they are definitely more successful than me in at least one way. But Robert, I'm interested to see what you have to say about this. You tend to side more with Bertrand Russell than most people I know, but I think there's a decent reason on the other side of the argument too. Respond soon.